this is our new exercise 2.2. We need to find out the value of the polynomial 5x minus 4x square plus 3. The different values of x are given. X is equal to, I'll take 2, x is equal to 0, and the second one is x is equal to minus 1. So when I take x is equal to 0, so in place of the initial polynomial was p of x, which was 5x minus 4x square plus 3. Now can be written as p of 0. In place of taking x as 0, so we will be getting p of 0 as 5 into 0 minus 4 into 0 the whole square plus 3. As you know, 0 into anything is 0, so it will be just plus 3, or I can directly say the value of polynomial at x is equal to 0 is equal to 3. So this is your final answer. Same way when we take x is equal to minus 1, so we will be writing p of minus 1 is equal to 5 into minus 1 minus 4 into minus 1 the whole square plus 3. So 5 into minus 1 will be minus 5. This will be minus 1 the whole square, that is 1. 1 into minus 4 will be minus 4 itself plus 3. So minus 5 minus 4 will be minus 9. Minus 9 plus 3 will be minus 6. So we can get p of minus 1 is equal to minus 6. So in this way you can obtain the value of the polynomials at different values of x. Now our next question is to find out the value of p of 0, p of 1, p of 2 for this p of t, that means polynomial in variable t, which is 2 plus t plus 2t square minus t cube. Let us first find p of 0. So p of 0 will be, in place of t you can write 0, 2 plus 0 plus 2 into 0 square minus 0 the whole cube, right? So we know that 0 into any number is 0, and this also will be 0, and so our final answer will be just 2, right? Same way, what is p of 1? So in place of t we will replace by 1. 2 plus 1 plus 2 into 1 the whole square minus 1 the whole cube. Now minus 1 the whole cube is 1, so 1 minus 1 will be 0. And 1 the whole square into 2 will be 2. 2 plus 2 will be 4. So the answer for this one will be 4. Same way we can find what is p of 2. So that will be 2 plus 2 plus 2 into 2 square minus 2 cube, right? So this is 2 cube, which is 8, and this also will be 2 into 2 square, that also will be 8. So 8 minus 8 will be 0, and so the answer is just 2 plus 2, that is equal to 4. Okay, you can see the next question here. It is given, verify the following are zeros of the polynomials or not. Okay, so you are being given, suppose we are taking this p of x is 5x minus pi. The value of x is given to be 4 by 5. We need to find whether it is a 0 or not. So I have already taught you that it will be considered to be 0 only if p of 4 by 5 is equal to 0. So let us find it. This was our polynomial 5x minus pi. The value of x is given to be 4 by 5. So let me find it out. P of 4 by 5 will be equal to 5 into 4 by 5 minus 5. So you can see 5 and 5 will get cancelled, and so our answer is 4 minus 5, which is not equal to 0. As the answer is not equal to 0, so I can say x, which was 4 upon 5, is not the 0 of the given polynomial, right? So let us try one more, okay, where we will be getting it is a 0. You can see our next sum. Polynomial p of x is equal to x plus 1 and x minus 2. You need to find out the value at two different values, x is minus 1 as well as x is 2. So let me first obtain for minus 1. P of minus 1 will be, in place of x you will replace it by minus 1 plus 1, and here minus 1 minus 2. So minus 1 plus 1 will be 0. 0 into minus 3, the answer will be 0 itself. So have you seen I have got here 0. Let me check for p of 2. Okay, so as the value of x was 2, so p of 2 will be 2 plus 1. Please see, in place of x plus 1 I have written 2 plus 1, and this will be 2 minus 2. In place of x you can write 2, so it will become 2 minus 2, which is 3 into 0, and again the answer is 0. So you can see at both the values -1 also as well as 2 also we have got the value of polynomial to be 0. And if the value of polynomial is 0, so we can say -1 and 2 are the zeros of the given polynomial, right? In this way, somewhere you may get the answer as they are zeros and somewhere you may not get. Let us see our next question. Find the zero of the polynomial in each. Now there are total 7 sums. You need to find the zero. Till now we were verifying whether they were zero or not. But here we will find the value of 0. Okay, so in the previous sum the value of x was already given. You were supposed to decide whether it is a 0 or not. And here you have to find out the value of x. So let us start this sum. Okay, the first one is, this is so simple, p of x is equal to x plus 5. To find out the 0, this is the method, let p of x is equal to 0. So x plus 5 is equal to 0. So x is equal to -5. So the 0 of this polynomial is -5. Same way, p of x is equal to x minus 5. Again let p of x is equal to 0. So x minus 5 is equal to 0. X is equal to plus 5. Okay. In this way further we can write many more sums. You can see here p of x is 0. So 3x minus 2 is 0. So 3x will be equal to 2x will be 2 by 3. So this is the 0 of the given polynomial 3x minus 2. Same way, if polynomial is 3x, so 3x is equal to 0, x will be equal to 0 by 3, x will be equal to 0. So 0 itself is a 0 of the polynomial 3x, right? The last one, cx plus d is equal to 0, so cx is equal to minus d, and so x is equal to minus d by c. So this is the 0 of the given polynomial. Let's start with exercise 2.3. Find the remainder when this polynomial is divided by. Now certain terms are given here. We need to use remainder theorem. I have already taught you in remainder theorem that when a polynomial is divided by x plus 1, you need to find out first the value of x. So if x plus 1 is the given factor or given term by which we have to divide, so we will take x plus 1 is equal to 0. So the value of x will be -1. So from this bracket you can find out the value of the variable. So we will be getting, initially p of x was x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1, right? Now you can place the value of x as -1. So let us find out the remainder. The question is to find remainder. So we can directly put the value of x here. P of -1, which is -1 the whole cube, plus 3 into -1 the whole square, plus 3 into -1 plus 1. So -1 the whole cube will be -1. 3 into -1 the whole square will be plus 3. 3 into -1 will be -3 plus 1. And finally the answer will be 0. Every term will be cancelled out. So we can say in the first case the remainder is equal to 0. Or you can say when the polynomial is divided by x plus 1, the remainder p of -1 is 0. Same way when it is divided by x minus 1 by 2. So the value of x will be 1 upon 2. So let us obtain exactly in the same way, taking p of 1 by 2. So in place of x you have replaced it by 1 by 2. So you will be getting 1 by 2 the whole cube plus 3 into 1 by 2 the whole square plus 3 into 1 by 2 plus 1. As it is a rational number, you will have to take LCM. So the first term 1 by 2 the whole cube will be written as 1 upon 8 plus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 2 plus 1. As you can see, we have different denominators. The LCM will be 8. So let us obtain the solution. So in this way, after taking LCM, we are getting the final answer to be 27 by 8. Let us divide now the given polynomial by x plus pi. That means the value of x is minus pi. For you may feel that from where this pi has come, it is easy to calculate numbers. But let me tell you, this pi is also very simple. We will be writing p of minus pi. In place of x cube, I'll write minus pi the whole cube. 3 into minus pi the whole square plus 3 into minus pi plus 1. Right? Just keep the value as it is. Minus pi the whole cube will be minus pi cube plus 3 pi square minus 3 pi plus 1. So this is your answer. Same question, when it is divided by just x, nothing is given here, means x is equal to 0. So we have to just write p of 0 is equal to 0 the whole cube plus 3 into 0 square plus 3 into 0 plus 1. Finally these three terms will be 0, the answer will be 1. The next one is 5 plus 2x. Okay, so first we will take let 5 plus 2x is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to minus 5, x will be equal to minus 5 by 2. So this is the value of x, and then you can be find p of minus 5 by 2, which is equal to minus 5 by 2 the whole cube plus 3 into minus 5 by 2 the whole square plus 3 into minus 5 by 2 plus 1, which is equal to minus 125 by 8 plus minus 5 the whole square is 25 into 3 will be 75 by 4 minus 15 by 2 and plus 1. Again when we take LCM, so this term will be multiplied by 2 by 2, this by 4 by 4 and this by 8 by 8. So we will be getting minus 125, 75 into 2 will be 150, right? 15 into 4 will be minus 60 plus 8 whole divided by 8. So after calculating, we will be getting this as minus 125 plus 150 is 25. 25 minus 60 will be minus 35. Minus 35 and 8 will be minus 27 upon 8 is your final answer. Let us start this question. This is the polynomial divided by x minus a, find the remainder. It is exactly the same way. If x minus a, we are going to divide the given polynomial by x minus a, so the value of x will be obviously a. So this will be p of a, which is a cube. In place of x you will write a cube minus a into a square plus 6 into a minus a. Right, so this will be a cube minus a cube, a square into a will be a cube plus 6a minus a. So this term a cube will get cancelled, 6a minus a will be 5a. So that's your answer. Now the last question of this exercise, it is given check whether this binomial is a factor of this polynomial 3x cube plus 7x or not. I have already taught you in factor theorem, okay, if the remainder is 0, then the given term is a factor of the given polynomial. So here the polynomial p of x is equal to 3x cube plus 7x, and it is to be divided by 7 plus 3x. Okay, so this is to be divided by, either you can call it to be 7 plus 3x or I can write 3x plus 7, which gives you the value of x as minus 7 by 3. Okay, so when I equate it to be 0, so 3x will be equal to minus 7, x will be equal to minus 7 by 3. So this is the value of x. So let us first find out what is p of minus 7 by 3. If I am getting the answer to be 0, then we can say the given binomial is a factor of p of x. So 3 into x cube, in place of x we will be writing minus 7 upon 3 the whole cube plus 7 into minus 7 upon 3 the whole cube. So this will be 3 into minus 343 upon 27, and this is, sorry, it was 7 into 7 into x. So this will be 7 into minus 7 by 3. So it will be minus 49 upon 3. So this will be 3 into minus 343, okay, or you can cancel 3 into 9. So this will be better for you. And then you multiply this by 3 upon 3 to take the LCM. So you will be getting minus 343. 49 into 3 will be minus 147 whole divided by 9. The answer is minus 490 upon 9, which is not equal to 0. As your answer is not equal to 0, so we can say 7 plus 3x is not a factor of the given polynomial p of x, okay, which was 3x cube plus 7x. Okay,